if you're going to be successful working with fractions, there are two concepts that you have to understand. And those concepts are the concept of factors of a number and multiples of a number. For instance, let's suppose we have the number 12. The factors of 12 are the numbers that are less than or equal to 12 that will divide into 12. Factors divide into a number. Factors divide into a number. So if we think about the factors of 12, those numbers that are less than or equal to 12 that will divide into 12. And we're typically talking whole numbers. We want to deal with whole numbers when we're finding the factors of a number. So if you think about some of those factors, 2 and 6 would be factors of 12, would they not? 2 divides into 12 6 times. 2 times 6 makes 12. So 2 and 6 would be examples of factors of 12. 1 and 12 are factors of 12. They will divide into 12. 3 and 4 would be another pair of factors of 12. They will divide into 12. So factors of a number are numbers that will divide into that number in question. Factors of 12 are whole numbers that will divide into 12. Now, what about the concept of a multiple of a number? A multiple of a number is a number that the number will divide into. See how we're dividing into as we go left to right here? Because as we go left to right, the numbers are larger. So 12 would be a multiple of 12 because 12 divided into 12 gives us 1. 24 would be a multiple of 12. 12 divided into 24 gives us 2. Or another way to say it, 2 times 12 makes 24. 36 would be a multiple of 12. 12 divides into 36 3 times. 3 times 12 is 36. 48 would be another multiple of 12. 4 times 12 makes 48. 12 divides into 48 4 times. So for a given number, the factors of that number are the smaller numbers or the equal number that will divide into the number. Multiples are those numbers that the number itself will divide into. Let's take a look at another example. Let's suppose we have the number 10. So if I said I wanted you to list the factors of 10, you would be looking for those numbers that are less than or equal to 10 that will divide into 10 and give us a whole number answer. Well, 10 will divide into itself. So 10 is a factor of 10. 10 divides into 10 one time. So the pairing would be the factors 1 and 10. 5 would be a factor of 10 because 5 divides into 10 2 times, so likewise 2 would be a factor. Factors of a number are all those numbers, those whole numbers that will divide into the number. Now, what about multiples? Well, multiples of a number are numbers that this number will divide into. Well, 10 will divide into itself one time. 10 will divide into 20. 10 will divide into 30. 10 will divide into 40. Multiples of a number are those numbers which the original number will divide into. Let's try another example so that you're sure that you understand these concepts of the factors and multiples of a number. Suppose we have the number 8. Giving you a chance to think about the factors of 8. Well, wouldn't 2 and 4 be factors of 8? 2 and 4 will both divide into 8. And wouldn't 1 and 8 also be factors of 8 because 1 and 8 will divide into 8. Now, what about the multiples? What about the multiples of 8? 8 would be a multiple. 16, 24. 8 divides into 16 2 times. 8 divides into 24 3 times. 32 would be a multiple. 8 divides into 32 4 times. These concepts of factor and multiple are very important for us as we work with fractions. They're very important when it comes to finding the common denominator, when we have to add and subtract fractions, that common pair of pants that our fractions have to have. And these concepts are also very important when we're dealing with multiplication and we're trying to reduce our fractions at the beginning before we start multiplying. So these concepts of factor and number are hopefully a little clearer in your mind than possibly what they were before.